So I really like the overall driving dynamics, and I've said this in many reviews. I do prefer the 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder over this 3.6 V6 in the Acadias and the XT6, but the 3.6 is tried and true. They've had it used at GM for quite some time, and it's just a really good, just adequate powertrain. You get decent fuel mileage, decent acceleration, and not a lot going on. Not having to deal with the turbo and all of that. But here we have the adaptive cruise on. And then we have the lane departure, lane keep assist on as well. Thought I did. Okay, it's not on. It's on now. There we go. So there it is, keeping it in the lines there. Let's see if it'll do it on this side. There it is. So it does a good job making sure you don't hit anybody. And overall, just really, really good ride quality. And the brake pedal feels really nice. And what's crazy is the sound acoustics in here are actually really good. I can barely hear outside. The loudest thing in here is the cooled seats that are going at full blast. And that really will keep you from necessarily having your AC blowing cold, because these cooled seats are about freezing my back. So I don't necessarily want the temperature within the cabin to be as low as I might normally. And that's where having the automatic climate controls comes into play. So I can set this at, let's say, 72, and then just have that temperature going on here while my back is getting cool, especially if I just got out in the heat, my back sweating, because that's what tends to get the sweatiest first and foremost. And then we have the cylinder deactivation mode going on here. So I'm just using 4 cylinders while I'm cruising, getting about 38 miles a gallon. Then of course when I put my foot into it, it'll go back into V6 mode. And the adaptive cruise is just keeping that safe distance between myself and the vehicle in front of me. And one thing I will say is I really like how quickly this goes back into 4-cylinder mode after accelerating, because a lot of the times you give it throttle and it'll stay in V6 mode, and then by the time you get into 4-cylinder mode you have to floor it or something. But this does a really good job at really toggling between 4-cylinder and 6-cylinder mode.